the paint and only 12 at halftime.
Teletovic missing from distance. Jeremy Lin drives. And will they count that?
I believe they will. Continuation.
John Henson, the foul.
Boy, Lin is a great penetrator. I mean, watch. Now watch. He'll turn the corner and then look. Now watch how he turns inside and goes across in front of the basket, gets the contact and gets an and one. That's more paint points. So I'll tell you what, the Nets are impressive. It looked like the Bucks were going to blow it open. They held in there and they're reeling the Bucks back.
Obviously a totally legitimate.
For John.
Ball knocked away from Booker by Tony Snell. He switches out, shows high hands to Harris. Rebound back to the net. Shot clock reset. Here's Lin for three. Good job that time. I think about the time he was missing a layup. But he can.
He's a deceptive dude, man. I mean, he's all over the place.
The point is he can score inside, outside.
Yeah, he can.
He can run it out. Henson picks up his second foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 16 to lead the Bucks tonight. On the other side, Bojan Bogdanovic and Sean Kilpatrick each have 14.
Now, gotta watch this. Bucks have 2 team fouls. They don't have any. That was a problem in the third. And now that's the 3rd team foul on the shot. So what's happening, even in the last period and now this quarter, the Nets are getting to the paint, they're getting to the iron, they're getting a number of and ones, and they're getting fouled at the basket. So the penalty is going to be in effect for them in just 2 more fouls. And they don't have any fouls, so that's critical with 10-13 to play.
Tony Snell picks up his 4th. That brings Giannis to the table. Trevor Booker has another free throw coming. Dave and Buster's, a member of the Bucks Bar Network, is the place to be Sunday afternoon to catch all of the action as the Bucks take on the Detroit Pistons. 5 o'clock Central for the start time. If you need a full list of Bucks Bar Network locations and specials, visit bucks.com/bars. Jeremy Lin always has interesting hairdos, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And it changes rapidly.
Booker. Wow. That's a foul on Teletovic, count the basket. Teletovic riding him out with the body.
I don't know.
And coming off a game last night, you figured the Bucks well rested with their athleticism and the fact that they probably were told they better have energy tonight.
Right.
This is a bit surprising at this juncture in the game.
And Lopez is a big miss, boy, for the Nets and a big plus for the Bucks.
Lopez had 25 last night against. And here's Lin, 2 back. Joe Harris to Booker. Scola, that's the veteran move. He draws the foul out of John Henson.
Henson gets the block the first time, but when they get that deep and catch, you're probably going to get fouled. Penalty.
Against the wall. Plays for the steal. Dellavedova takes it away. Giannis started that, and he fouled tonight. Tate, Henson took it right away. Ray Drummond.
Right on. That's such a tough building for the Bucks, too. I got too many bad memories in the Palace.
Pistons are about to announce that they're going to move out of the Palace and move downtown. Jeremy Lin kicks it out. Rebound coming away. Hamilton
didn't want that.
4:40 remaining. Tighter than the Bucks would have wanted tonight as Bogdanovic closes this to a 3-point round, brings it across, ball deflected. Jeremy Lin. Giannis picking a career high. He had that at 13.
Too many inside, just easy layups here. He got the back rim, which means he's really getting it up.
Is this the breakout night for Vaughn?
That dude is tough.
Bogdanovic. 2:40 left. Take. Ahead. Parker. Flush. All rims out for Henson. Lynn just 4 of 16 tonight with 10 points after his 21 9-rebound, 9-assist game last night.
I hear you.
Henson, he closed off Justin Hamilton. It doesn't roll down. Under 2 minutes. Timeout. Whoa.
But, you know, they're going to make threes. They're going to keep shooting them. They're going to keep making them also.
Justin Hamilton hits that triple, 10 for 33 now. 33, so that is 110 three-point attempts in less than 3 games by the Nets. Jabari Parker and a block, so no basket, followed by Henson.
Well, okay. I'd rather have the basket because free throws, you know, Jabari on the line, not for sure money there, but it does put a 4th team foul on the Nets at 1:38 to play in the period.
He has 14 points with 8 rebounds, 5 for 10 from the field.
All right, guys, don't put him on the line. Take away the 3. Whoa, he had time to measure it and missed it.
He was in a little foul trouble early. We talked about that. Tonight, 14 points on 10 shots with no foul trouble. So maybe that will heat up again as a discussion point.
Yeah, it may. However, boy, I tell you, he's brought the freight. That was good defensive hands on the steal. This is what you don't want.
Dellavedova.
You don't want these easy fouls because they go right to the line. And don't get me wrong, you're trying to apply pressure. It's not easy to do. I'm not saying that I could pull it off, but you don't want a quick foul out on the court where you're not challenging because they just walk right there and can score 2 without the clock running.
3rd on Dellavedova. Jeremy Lin is now 2 for 4 at the line.
He's an excellent penetrator. He's a very fine shooter. He's just an overall great quickness, smart player.
Well, he lost a big piece tonight with Brook Lopez being rested. That's his pick and roll partner.
Screen, yeah. High pick and roll, high pick and roll. Lopez, you don't get around those screens easily. Certainly don't get through them.
Giannis wisely in no hurry. 50 seconds remaining. Milwaukee up 4. Use the shot clock to your advantage. Parker to the middle, draws 3. Back to Henson, picked by Lynn. Pass ahead, tough pass to handle. And Dellavedova is there with contact again to pick up his 4.
Jim, I was about to say the last thing you want is a turnover. And that's what happened. Because on a turnover, you're not getting a shot, and it gives them a quick action offense like this. So at the very least, you had to get something up at the basket. And look, it gave them a man advantage. Now they're on the line.
Turnover is one thing. The foul is another. They can score with the clock stopped, obviously. Exactly. 36.4 in a 4-point game, John.
Exactly. It's all bad because of the turnover. And you're not under that 24-second situation where they would have to chase and foul. So now the Bucks are going to have to score it.
Make 2, and it's a 2-point game. Right. Kilpatrick 3 for 3 at the line.
Well, that's where your defense steps up. When it forces turnovers, and that's what the Nets defense did. And by the way, I want to say this, even with Lopez out, you know, we made it sound like, well, you know, so maybe it's a game the Bucks should be able to win. You can't say that about the Bucks on any night. They're in the middle fighting every night against anybody they play to be competitive with them. It's just how even it is.
Still a 1-possession game. 3 points now, 108-105.
Well, you scored here, you could be in control.
Henson out to help. Dellavedova. No, cleared by Booker. He got the rebound with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, that's just a tough shot.
They're going to take the 3, obviously, and make it by Bogdanovich. 11.6. The game is tied at 108. Unbelievable.
That's where the 3-point shot is so extremely valuable.
The 35th 3-point attempt. The Nets have hit 11. Bogdanovich, 26 in this game tonight.
So you realize how important and lucky it was that they missed the first end of that last free throw set, or they would be up one. That's just not a good shot right there. That's a tough shot. That's excellent defense by the Nets.
Committing 5 fouls in the first 3 minutes and 32 seconds of the quarter has come back to haunt Milwaukee, obviously.
And see, Jim, on the catch, I can't tell who's there. You're down low while Bogdanovic is up shooting. You can't be down low, man. You got to be standing up with your hand up in the air. And then that critical turnover by John Henson as he tried to go to the basket, and they got fouled on. That was a big one as well. So Bucks lost control of this game. So now what's going to happen should happen. The Bucks don't turn it over. They're either going to win it at the buzzer or we have overtime.
Antetokounmpo to inbound. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, an excellent defender in front of him. So he'll stick with Giannis, you know that. In for Parker. 10 seconds.
Go all the way. Don't pull up. Go all the way. Might get fouled. Yeah.
Jabari Parker. The follow-up is good. John Henson at the buzzer.
Look at him.
They have